Hey there, welcome back. It is, I guess, day two, whatever. It's going to be an ongoing series here. We're talking a little bit about what Backers is. We're talking about different ideas. Decided we're going to do a bit of a series. I think a lot of people have the significant misconception of what crypto is, where it's going, and actually what Backers is and what Backers does and where it's going and how it fits into the crypto marketplace. So wanted to talk a little bit about, we're going to do a series here called Crypto Explained. Essentially going to go through a whole slew of topics around crypto, around blockchain technology, and different applications of how it's being used in the marketplace. And I thought we'd start right now, right here today, with how Backers utilizes blockchain and crypto technology within its infrastructure, within its platform, within its environment to facilitate what are called IBOs, or initial backers offerings, so you can understand how Backers fits into the crypto marketplace. So decided we'd jump right in and kind of explain, first of all, what is crypto, so that people can understand sort of what crypto is, and then how Backers uses crypto technology to facilitate initial backers offerings, or essentially the equivalent of a regulated ICO or initial coin offering, which is very similar to an IPO, initial public offering, and how all of that plays on the Backers platform. So let's talk a little bit about what is a cryptocurrency. So obviously, I'm sure everyone's familiar with crypto and cryptocurrencies, but I think it's a bit of a misnomer. A cryptocurrency, for the most part, most things that people think are cryptocurrencies are actually not cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin might be the only cryptocurrency that's out there. Every other so-called cryptocurrency is actually a crypto stock that represents the underlying ownership or assets in that project or business. So if you look at Ethereum, Ethereum actually represents ownership and voting rights in the Ethereum blockchain, which is a project that facilitates the issuance of crypto. So when Ethereum came along, all these ICOs were released, and primarily the majority of initial coin offerings in the 2016, 17, 18 timeframe were all issued using the ERC20 token. So they're actually tokens, not cryptocurrencies, and they actually are securities representing the ownership in that entity or that project. So talk a little bit about what a cryptocurrency is. It's a form of digital asset based on a network that is distributed across a large number of computers. So it's decentralized, which this structure allows it to exist outside of the control of government and the control of central authorities. Now, obviously, as you get regulated, you're now bringing that technology into a more central or regulated space, but it's still using the underlying distributed ledger and somewhat decentralization structure that provides the security and the transparency, immutability of the platform that allows for it to be that applicable in a financial setting. So experts obviously believe that blockchain and related technology will disrupt many industries, including finance and law. So this is from Investopedia. I'm not going to go through the whole article, but obviously Backers is an example of where we're using the cryptographic or crypto and blockchain technologies to disrupt the finance sector. So private businesses can now use a crypto token or a cryptocurrency or a crypto stock, whatever you want to call it, a crypto coin. We call them tokens. And you can now issue them as a security token, and you can now issue them to investors, and those investors now hold, or that token represents ownership in that share. So it's a one-to-one relationship. One share equals one token equals one share or one stock. So that is how essentially cryptocurrencies have been used. And now with Backers in Canada here, we can now mint cryptocurrencies, crypto tokens, crypto coins, whatever you want to call them, crypto stocks. We can now mint those to represent ownership in an underlying company, which is the IBO, initial backers offering. Obviously, the advantages of cryptocurrencies include cheaper, faster transfers, decentralized systems that do not collapse at a single point of failure. So we actually built our initial platform on the Ethereum ERC20 token protocol with the security token add-on. And so there's a number of different similarities. We are now migrating to a couple other different technologies, but initially it was built on the Ethereum platform. So we are using the exact same model that was used in the ICO phase back in the 2016, 2017, 2018 days, except instead of being in the wild, wild west, where people were essentially minting tokens with no regulatory oversight, we're now using a framework that has been established by regulators here in Canada to allow for private companies to sell equity or ownership in their business to retail investors. So we're combining the technology and the regulatory framework to allow for a modern day regulated securities or crypto launchpad, which is backers, through the use of what we call IBOs, or initial backers offerings. So we're going to look at one other thing here. Let's just get back to our screen here. So we look at the other side. So let's look at what is a security token. So a lot of people talked about security tokens 2021 being the year of a security token. Let's talk a little bit about what a security token is. Again, this is based on Investopedia. 2021's coming to an end. Obviously, there was a wave throughout the globe for security tokens, but let's talk about some of the key takeaways of what an STO or security token is. So, as stated by Investopedia, a security token is one special kind of cryptocurrency, and the security token is on the rise. Security tokens are essentially digital liquid contracts for fractions of any asset that already has value, like real estate, a car, or corporate stock. Okay? Using security tokens means investors can expect their ownership stake is presented on the blockchain ledger. Okay? So that now it's on the blockchain ledger, it's immutable, it's transparent, it's very secure. Obviously, now someone can't go in and just change or cook the books, essentially. With their ability to demonstrate value, security tokens could roll traditional financial markets in favor of the newer, more hybrid blockchain models. Okay, so essentially what they're saying there, and this is again from probably early 2021, and we've been working on this since 2018, arguably 2017, is that all financial transactions, including all stock trades, exchanges, will all operate on some form of blockchain or hybrid blockchain model. So we're very bullish on the fact that we are building essentially Canada's first digital asset or crypto exchange, allowing for the initial offering, the initial backers offering, or the initial IBO, to mint the token. So the issuer comes to us, company looking to raise capital comes to us and wants to raise capital. We mint the token for them. They then are able to freely sell those tokens into the marketplace, into the retail investor space to raise capital for their business. Very similar to an IPO, or as I mentioned on the crypto side, an ICO, sometimes referred to as an STO or security token offering. We provide what are called IBOs, initial backers offering. Backers is a crypto launchpad. Now let's look at the third and final aspect of this entire model and what we need to understand when we're looking at crypto. We're talking a little bit about the regulatory side of things. So when we look at the regulatory side of things, we're looking at equity crowdfunding. And so I'm not going to get into too much here, but this is from the Ontario Securities Commission. This is sort of in 2016. That is when they essentially issued the order, the national instrument. But essentially, if you go through this, you'll see that you've got certain limitations on how much a company can raise, how much individuals can invest, whether they're non-accredited or accredited. So typically on one exemption, the crowdfunding exemption, or the newer startup crowdfunding exemption, if you look here under the BCSC, you can see that there's different sort of rules and regulations that allow for different amounts to be raised. Under the startup and or equity crowdfunding exemptions, an issuer can raise up to $1.5 million in a given year. And typical retail investors can invest anywhere between $2,500 and $10,000. And obviously accredited investors can participate at much higher amounts. But this opens up just one area of where the IBOs can be utilized. An IBO can also be utilized in other exemption models, whether it's the OM exemption, or if you look at other jurisdictions, not just here in Canada, the IBO could also be used for Reg D, Reg CF, Reg A+, which are all examples of regulatory frameworks that allow for a private company to raise capital by selling equity in its business to retail investors through the use of a crypto token or a crypto stock, which then is held by investors in their digital wallet right here on the Backers platform. So that's crypto explained in a very short period of time. There are many things that I've covered there. I skirted over many different things. Over the next few days, we're probably going to go deeper into this series so you can understand what crypto is, what blockchain is, at a deeper level, how we use the blockchain and crypto technology for backers and for the investors and for the issuers. We talked about how it is essentially a security token that represents the ownership one-to-one in the shares of that business. And the model that we use, or the acronym is the initial backers offering, or IBO, is the process in which the issuer goes from minting their tokens to raising funds for their business. And the investors then are issued security tokens or tokens that represent that ownership. So crypto explained. Justin Fox, founder and CEO of Backers. If you have questions on anything I just talked about, I know only about 2% of the world is actually invested in crypto. So this is definitely a new topic. A lot of people are questioning NFTs. What is a security token? How does cryptocurrency differ from a security token? It doesn't, is the simple answer. How does an NFT differ from a security token? It doesn't really, other than one is likely regulated, the other one potentially isn't, in the form of an NFT, typically not regulated. You're looking at more like collectibles and artwork, versus a security token on the Backers platform is likely going to represent some sort of security, whether it's real estate, some sort of stock, corporate stock, or some other regulated security. So that is what the IBO is. It's the initial backers offering. It's the mechanism that an issuer, an entrepreneur, a visionary looking to raise capital, they use this model to essentially issue shares in their company to retail investors in the form of a crypto stock or token, crypto coin, crypto token, cryptocurrency. Call it what you will. It's very interchangeable. Anyways, I appreciate you guys joining me here today. It is December 29th. Hopefully you guys are getting ready to celebrate a Happy New Year. Appreciate everyone. All the best. I will see you guys on again tomorrow. We'll keep this quick. If you have questions, anything that you want to know, anything that you want to ask, if you're an entrepreneur looking to raise capital and banks have said no, which they do the majority of the time, lenders or secondary lenders want to charge exorbitant amounts of interest, and or sharks, as we say, sharks can smell blood, meaning they want a large chunk of your business for little or no effort and minimal money. This is the opportunity for you to use an existing, proven, actually, I'd say extremely validated opportunity to issue shares in your business through the use of a crypto stock or cryptocurrency right here on the Backers platform. We've been working on this for about 3.5 years. We're excited to roll out Backers 2.0. So if you're looking to raise capital as an entrepreneur and you want to use the IBO structure, initial backers offering, and mint and issue your own crypto token or cryptocurrency right here on the backers platform, be sure to hit us up and we'll get started and we can start raising some capital for you guys and getting you guys on the backers platform. Everyone else, I will see you guys again tomorrow.